Buffalo Bills. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Here we go.
Wentz now on first down. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
Second and 9 at the 2-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
I'm coming for you.
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Taken from just outside the 30. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. Give him a couple on the catch. It's second and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Cincinnati.
Here we go.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Throwing on first is Wentz. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Here's Wentz to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he's going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tank.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
8 yards on the pick.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
57 to Mike. 6 man.
Throwing now is Wentz. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Dante Pettis, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
2nd and 5 at the 34-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. Now this will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
16 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Let's go, Lou, Aggie. Ricky.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that's complete. It's Green here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
C.J. Anderson with it. Of course, a big part of the Rams' run to the Super Bowl last year. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 15.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. These two teams all tied after one. Throwing on 2nd down, Mahomes. And he is all the way up past the 25. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Kill. 57's the mic. Topper!
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he slings one that's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Now a first down carry by Jones. He's got a first down and more inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. They'll come out in the pistol. Working from the gun, Mahomes under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Max Crosby just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded at the 8th. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 47. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they were...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wentz going for the deep ball. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ronald Jones, 88 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. This is Hill. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Mecole Hardman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Mahomes. And complete to Zach Ertz. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Mahomes firing complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They fake the give. Now Wentz. He's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Mahomes now on first down. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Got his man. It's Williams. A first down there on a pickup at 25. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carroll...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ronald Jones, his third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go!
Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And now here's another interception. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tyrell Williams with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will extend this big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Off the draw, here's Hill. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz gets this one to Hill. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Wentz now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here.
Let's make these babies.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack is a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Wentz going to throw, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. Yeah, a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Yellow, yellow.
Yeah, let's go sandwich.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Marquise Brown with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Bills are going to recover. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. 20. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. Parker unable to get that one. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Wentz. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mecole Hardman with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year, as they are able to cut into that lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Shotgun now for Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it. Still down 10.
Let's go. Let's do it. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
At the 37-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right. Easy.
Mahomes now to throw. And he finds Spiker here, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 42. Mahomes now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. He'll run it, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
A beautiful fake. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A good pickup there at 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Hey, Delta.
Throwing now is Wentz. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And my goodness, another interception. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester. And
he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Ronald Jones, 61 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Hey, Haywood!
Throwing on first is Wentz. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on second down. Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And now here is another interception. It's Clinton Dix with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. The throw complete here to Williams. And all the way to the opposite 45. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards.
That's good for a Bills first down.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Mahomes going to throw it here. Caught by the tight end Ertz. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals,